Hello all, and thank you so much for joining us at our first ever Virtual SCORE Chapter of the Year celebration. As CEO of this incredible organization, I have the pleasure of hearing real life stories every day about the impact you have in delivering SCORE's mission of fostering vibrant small business communities through mentoring and education. Your chapters are an important part of the fabric of your local communities, and your work to serve the small businesses in your cities and towns across the nation makes a significant positive impact in the lives of so many. I know SCORE would not exist without you, the volunteer men and women who give your time, energy, and expertise to those you serve. And I am forever grateful for each of you. This past year has brought tough challenges for small businesses across the nation. And it has also required you to adapt to these challenges and to pivot in how we serve our clients. You have risen to the occasion and met those challenges with courage and flexibility, sharing valuable information that our clients needed when they needed it, and maintaining the highest quality of services in this new all-virtual environment. We made these changes without missing a day of service. Our total services increased by 30% compared to last year, with more than 315,000 mentoring sessions and over 464,000 entrepreneurs educated through online and in-person educational workshops and webinars. Your advice and your guidance were critical to the survival of small businesses across the country. And that guidance was of the utmost quality, as shown by our Net Promoter Score reaching over 87. SCORE's vision is that every person has the support they need to thrive as a small business owner. This year, we continue to work towards that vision by focusing on our two key goals: helping clients and engaging volunteers. SCORE continues to be a rock for small business owners, a lighthouse in a storm. And we at headquarters aim to be the same for you, our volunteers. As we look toward the future, working together as one SCORE, we will build bridges across chapters, districts, and regions to help even more clients survive and thrive. We can learn from one another, mentor each other, and have a tremendous positive impact on the communities we live in. Today, we celebrate our resilience, determination, and collaboration during an unprecedented year. This event is another great example of SCORE's ability to adapt and stay connected, building our community across the entire nation. This is our first ever all-volunteer event, and it is amazing to have so many of you participating with us today. Thank you for being here with us, and for all of the amazing work you do every day for SCORE and the small businesses we serve. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our Vice President of Field Operations, Doug Noe. Doug has been instrumental in helping SCORE adapt and pivot in response to challenges, while also making sure we keep our focus on what matters, our clients and our volunteers. Doug, thank you so much for all that you do, and I will now turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you so much, Bridget. As you said, 2020 was a year where we quickly learned to adapt to the needs of our clients and serve them in ways that demonstrated our resilience. This strength allowed our volunteers to assist clients and communities all across the nation who are served through our network of over 240 chapters. Across the nation, our chapters help to transform people's lives and the communities in which they live. This is done through the dedication of our volunteers and the men and women who lead them. This brings us to why we are here today, to recognize those chapters that have demonstrated outstanding service to their clients and to their communities as chapters of the year. Now, this is the first year that we are holding our Chapters of the Year celebration close to the end of the fiscal year for which you are being recognized, rather than waiting until August during our National Leadership Conference. This new timing also coincides with the completion of the annual on-site review, which is used to foster a conversation about the chapter's goals and performance over the past year. This information is helpful as our DDs and RVPs review the criteria that is used in the selection of our award winners. We also decided to host our award ceremony virtually. By doing so, we are now able to share your successes with our 10,000 volunteers, staff, and board members. This is the first time that we have held an event that can reach all of our volunteers, but it won't be the last. Based on feedback from our field leadership, you have made some important changes to our National Chapter of the Year program. As an example, the selection of our Chapters of the Year come directly from our field leaders, as they are the ones who are closest to your efforts and successes. And if you haven't already done so, I would suggest you go to the Volunteer Support Center to read the details about the criteria used in the selections. I would like to thank our chapter chairs, ADDs, and district directors, and our regional vice presidents for their efforts in selecting the district chapters of the year and our 8 regional chapters of the year. From these 8 regional winners, the RVPs worked together to make the selection of our 2021 National Chapter of the Year. Additionally, this year, we are recognizing those chapters who have placed emphasis on improvement over the prior year in support of their clients and their community. These efforts will be recognized with our Most Improved Chapters of the Year awards. I would like to congratulate not only today's chapter winners, but each of you, all across our nation. Success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. Together, as one SCORE, we are achieving our mission to foster vibrant small business communities through mentoring and education. Now, I would like to turn the program over to our RVPs who will present our district and region winners.
My name is Mark Cutler, and I proudly serve as the Northeast Regional Vice President. I've had 11 years with SCORE, previously holding the positions of Chapter Chair, District Director, before assuming the RVP position 3 years ago. Northeast SCORE consists of 40 chapters over 7 states with over 2,000 volunteers dedicated to supporting small business. Here in the Northeast, our local SCORE mentors are so very proud to serve these diverse clients in our community. Let's see how our mentors in Portland, Maine help these young entrepreneurs succeed.
Our revenue is averaged 100% growth year over year. So SCORE's put us in a position to take our business to the next step each year.
We've grown to producing over 40,000 units last year. And that's through a combination of in-house manufacturing here, about 20% of our inventory, and then the rest is in the state of Maine with contract manufacturers.
They've always been clear about who they are, what their product represents, and who their target market is. And those 3 things are critical for success as a small business.
That's a great example of how our SCORE mentors impact a growing small business. Thank you to our mentors in Portland, Maine. With that, I'd like to dive right into the first award of the afternoon and recognize one of our chapters as the most improved chapter of the year for the Northeast region. SCORE Vermont Chapter 284 is being recognized today as Northeast SCORE's most improved chapter of the year. This past year, and with the outbreak of the pandemic, SCORE Vermont created triage teams to address the Vermont small business community needs. Working from a limited number of volunteers, these teams developed and delivered state district-wide assistance. These results were extraordinary, with a doubling in mentoring and a tripling of education services to small business. Over the past year, SCORE Vermont has relocated to a new facility shared with other resource partners. They've integrated Northeast New York, and they began building a long-term cadre of volunteers ensuring the sustainability of the chapter. Congratulations to our chapter in Vermont for an exceptional year. In addition to our Vermont chapter, we have many other chapters that have shown tremendous success over the past year. At this time, I would like to announce the Northeast region's district chapters of the year. And the district directors who are honoring them. Mark Rothenberg is district director in Metro New York, and the chapter of the year is chapter 1000, New York. Les Howard is the district director in upstate New York, and we recognize chapter 23, Rochester, New York, as chapter of the year. Steve Vesey is district director in Maine, and chapter of the year in Maine is 314, Bangor, Maine. Carrie Fremmer is district director in New Hampshire and Vermont, and the chapter of the year is 199, Merrimack, New Hampshire. Connecticut's chapter of the year is Southeast Connecticut, chapter 579. Last but not least is Paul Waldeck. Paul is district director in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, where chapter 13, Rhode Island, is chapter of the year. Congratulations to all of these chapters for their commitment to small business and the community in which they serve. Having said that, there's one chapter and their leadership teams that deserve really special recognition. This chapter operates in the second smallest state in the country, yet it has one of the highest penetration rates in the marketplace in the region. Of all the chapters in the region, this chapter is the most active in partnering with other partners in the community. They constantly work with more than 30 public, nonprofit, government, quasi-government, and private entities. And their brand and their mission is well known. They have been a Diamond chapter for 5 years in a row with platinum status. The chapter's leadership program, stressing succession planning, is largely the success factor for this chapter's extraordinary performance. 2020 total services increased a remarkable 45%, with exceptionally high quality service to their clients, featuring an NPS of 92% and an outstanding 72% client conversion rate. I'm proud to announce the Northeast Regional Chapter of the Year is SCORE Rhode Island. Congratulations, SCORE Rhode Island. With that, let me pass it over to my esteemed colleague, Yusuf Muhammad, Regional Vice President in the Southwest region of SCORE.
Good afternoon. My name is Yusuf Muhammad, and I'm the Regional Vice President for the Southwest. And I'm thrilled to be among such dedicated mentors who are showing leadership all over the country. And I'm even more thrilled to be showcasing the achievements of those in our Southwest region. Let me share with you how mentors from our Dallas chapter has helped a local education business.
Brooke is a very quick learner, and she'll ask a lot of questions. We communicate with each other sometimes 3 and 4 times a week.
Tim helped me initially with the whole setup of a business. I really honestly didn't know what to do. Everybody at SCORE has their gift in what they have to offer.
My primary role in Craniologics was to help them with marketing.
Last semester we served about 265 kids and we had about 14 schools.
She started to go back to see how many kids had re-enrolled. And believe it or not, it was above 90%, which was amazing.
What an accomplishment. And now I have the pleasure of recognizing one of our chapters as the most improved chapter of the year for the Southwest region. Fort Worth is being recognized today for their accomplishments, creating and presenting over 10 workshops on the CARES Act. With over 2,000 attendees, they moved from in-person to virtual mentoring and workshops in 1 month that resulted in increased mentorship by 36%, increased local workshop attendance by 114%, increased total services by 54%. Congratulations, Fort Worth, well deserved. In addition to Fort Worth, we have numerous of other chapters that have dedicated themselves to SCORE's mission. And at this time, I'd like to announce the Southwest Region's District Chapters of the Year. Led by Central Texas District Director Bob Pano, Bob selects Corpus Christi as District Chapter of the Year. Our North Texas District Director Bill Kleinberg selects Houston as District Chapter of the Year. Our Louisiana District Director Tanya Askins selects New Orleans as District Chapter of the Year. Our Oklahoma and Arkansas District Director Matt Manichi selects Tulsa, Oklahoma as District Chapter of the Year. And our Colorado and Wyoming District Director Brian Neath selects Colorado Springs as District Chapter of the Year. I'd like to say congratulations to all of these chapters for your leadership and your commitment to SCORE's mission and vision. But of these, one of our chapters in our region stood out specifically. When the pandemic hit, Houston took a leading role in hosting virtual workshops and online mentoring, assisting clients with EIDL and PPP questions and concerns, serving up a 566% increase in local webinar attendees, also up 16% for clients mentored for a total of over 5,000, total services up 223%. Houston chapter had 6 mentors with over 500 mentoring sessions, one of them with over 1,400 mentoring sessions, placing him number 1 in the nation for mentoring sessions. And the remaining 5 hit SCORE's top 24 mentors in the nation. And this year, our Southwest Region Chapter of the Year goes to SCORE Houston, Chapter 37. Congratulations with that. Now, let us find out who's the next winners in the Northwest region.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Scott, the RVP from the Northwest region. Our region represents a vast geographic area, some of the fastest growing cities in the country, and some of the most creative small businesses. Before I recognize the winners from the Northwest, I'd like to share a short clip from a small business in Montana. Help from the SCORE chapter in Bozeman, Montana, supported starting their growing business. This is Cowboy Cricket Farms.
Our mentor Rick, as well as SCORE as a larger organization, have really brought us onto this national stage, and they're showing people that what we have is a valid business, and we're developing something that's going to help to feed our population as it grows. And I don't think that there's a whole lot better of a business that you can have than something that literally brings life to people.
As SCORE volunteers, each of you supports small business owners like these, and you encourage them to continue to grow. Now for the awards you've been waiting for. I'll start by recognizing one chapter as the Northwest Region's Most Improved Chapter of the Year. This year, we're recognizing SCORE Portland, Oregon, for making a consistently very good chapter even better. This includes increasing client mentoring sessions, quickly moving from workshops to online webinars with increased attendance, and improving all key SCORE metrics. Portland has also supported other chapters in the district as part of One SCORE. Congratulations. In addition to the Portland chapter, we have many other chapters that have shown tremendous success over the past year. So at this time, I would like to announce the Northwest Region's District Chapters of the Year. And also thank our district directors for their commitment to SCORE. In Montana, the district director is Mike Pardis. The district chapter of the year is the Bozeman chapter. In Idaho, the district director is Bill Woods. The district chapter of the year is the Treasure Valley chapter in Boise. In Oregon, the district director is Kay Kloster. The district chapter of the year is the Portland, Oregon chapter. And in Washington, the district director is Larry Spellhog. The district chapter of the year is Greater Seattle. Congratulations to all these chapters for your great commitment to SCORE and its mission of supporting small business. Of these chapters, one chapter in the Northwest region continues to go above and beyond in all areas of chapter performance. This chapter completed almost 5,000 mentoring sessions and increased scores in both client engagement and volunteer engagement. The members are 52% women and minorities, well over the national average. This chapter has demonstrated commitment to One SCORE by volunteering for several national programs, and they frequently support other chapters in Washington. So this year, the Northwest Region Chapter of the Year goes to SCORE Greater Seattle, led by Krista Fuller. Congratulations to the leadership team and to the entire chapter. With that, it's time to hear about the outstanding chapters in the West Region.
Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Larry Grossman. I'm the Western Region Vice President. I'm proud to say that the Western Region has dramatically increased both our total mentoring sessions and workshop attendees during the last year. One of our finest chapters in the region historically has been SCORE Orange County, now led by Lorraine Wardy. Let's see how one of our mentors from Orange County helped a t-shirt business become a multi-million-dollar corporation after accepting a $700,000 deal from Robert on Shark Tank.
When we originally set up Thompson Tea, we reached out to SCORE. We were bootstrapped. Billy and I were trying to do everything, you name it, infomercials to big box retail, everything.
I convinced them that direct selling was better than selling through retailers.
And the minute we focused, everything changed.
First year we did 90,000 in sales. The second year we did $500,000, and then $1 million, and then $2 million, and then $4 million, and then last year we finished out at $8.9 million, and we're on track to do between 12 and 15 million this year.
They've created tax revenue, they've created jobs. I think they contributed a great deal to both the state of California and the city of Orange.
I have several chapters that have greatly improved during the last year. My choice for the most improved chapter of the year in the Western region is Inland Empire. It's led by Kat Shepard as chapter chair. Kat is a true SCORE superstar. They have increased total sessions by 56% and workshop attendees by 82%. I congratulate the members of the Inland Empire as my Western region's most improved chapter. We have many chapters in the region that have shown tremendous success over the past year. At this time, I would like to announce the District Directors' Chapters of the Year Awards and their Most Improved Chapter of the Years for all the 7 districts in my region. 988 is led by Carol Shaughnessy. Their Most Improved Chapter of the Year is SCORE Northern Arizona, led by Logan Enright and Terry Fern. The District Chapter of the Year is SCORE Greater Phoenix. Yay, that's my chapter. And it's led by Stephen Engelhardt as chapter chair. District 944 is led by Greg Tweet. SCORE Las Vegas is both the Most Improved Chapter and the Chapter of the Year for that district. It's led by Mike Johnston. District 920 is led by Joy Clark Holmes. SCORE Empire is their Most Improved Chapter and also Chapter of the Year for the district. Chapter chair is Kat Shepard. District 914 is led by Art Northover. The Most Improved Chapter in his district is SCORE Los Angeles, led by Laura Soloff-Geller as chapter chair. The Chapter of the Year award goes to SCORE Santa Barbara, led by Greg Loosfelt as chapter chair. Peter Fong is the district director for District 942. Their Most Improved Chapter is San Luis Obispo, with co-chairs Horace Morano and Robert Hyde. Their District of the Year award goes to Central Valley. Chapter co-chairs are Bob Garcia and Vartan Vartanian. District 912 is led by Scott Anderson as district director. Their Most Improved Chapter is SCORE San Francisco, led by Steve Smith and Len Marsh as co-chairs. The Chapter of the Year for Northern California goes to SCORE East Bay, led by Eric Carlson as chapter chair. District 951 is led by Kunio Hasby. Both the Most Improved Chapter and the District Chapter of the Year is SCORE Hawaii, based in Honolulu. Of these chapters, one in the Western region stood out specifically as the region's best Chapter of the Year. I based the award on several criteria factors, including performance numbers, NPS scores, community engagement, a great succession plan, diversity in recruiting, strong leadership, and most importantly, all the members have a wonderful positive attitude about SCORE and our mission. Led by Greg Loosfelt as chapter chair, the Western Region Chapter of the Year award goes to SCORE Santa Barbara. They are truly deserving of this award. Congratulations to all the members of SCORE Santa Barbara. The chapter exemplifies exactly what we're striving to accomplish at SCORE. You have tremendous leadership, diversity in recruiting, many client success stories, and rewarding community partners. Congratulations to all these chapters for achieving outstanding performance. All of the chapters that I've mentioned today are truly amazing, and these awards are well deserved. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication that you've been putting in for the last year to make your chapters some of the best in the country. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. Now it's time for me to pass it over to my colleague and good friend, Kathy Walton, the RVP for the Southeast.
Thank you. My name is Catherine Walton. I am delighted to serve as the Regional Vice President of the Southeast. Our region is proud to be of service to the small businesses in our community. Let us take a look at a short clip showcasing how a dedicated mentor from South Carolina helped ease a client with her transition from corporate life to being an entrepreneur. Also note the client became a SCORE volunteer.
I was scared, I was nervous, I was confused. At that point, I met with my SCORE mentor, and we talk through what were those skill sets that you brought from corporate life and what are those your passions. Put those together and we formulated Aunt Lori's.
Lori has continued to impress me and evolve over the last couple of years. I think it's reflected in something called grit. When you look at what her business is about, it has touched so many in the community.
Due to the effort of our volunteers, the business community in the Southeast are stronger and growing. Now, let me jump in and recognize a chapter from the Southeast as the most improved chapter of the year. It is SCORE Columbus, Georgia. Chapter 671, led by Mar Lieberman. It has been recognized for their response to unforeseen adversity of lost revenue, competition in the market, and being asked to reach beyond their market to meet the service demands of SCORE. The chapter pivoted. They obtained other funding sources and undertook a friendly takeover of startup Columbus. Despite the market challenges, the chapter responded to SCORE issues in Southeast Alabama and the Florida Panhandle through technology and boots on the ground. SCORE is now serving Southeast Alabama and the Florida Panhandle out of Columbus, Georgia. Congratulations, a job well done. We also have many other chapters that have shown tremendous success over the past year. At this time, I would like to announce the Southeast Region District Chapters of the Year. SCORE Briar, which is Fort Lauderdale and the Hollywood area. SCORE North Metro, Atlanta. SCORE Charlotte. SCORE Piedmont, which is Greenville, South Carolina. SCORE Chattanooga. SCORE Southwest Florida, which is the Fort Myers area, and SCORE Jacksonville. These chapters were selected by their dedicated district directors, Robert Naples, Ralph Warmack, Bill Prey, Barry Coates, Jim Poppy, Gordon McKee, Mary Harris, R.G. Lineberry, Jerry Steinberg. So congratulations to all these chapters and their leaders for the tremendous contribution to the success of the Southeast region. Of these, one chapter stood out. It was established less than 4 years ago and has grown to 91 volunteers today. It is the 6th largest chapter in SCORE in terms of MREs. It is a true virtual chapter with no permanent office or paid administrative staff. The chapter is an innovative leader in the Southeast region and a true supporter of One SCORE. They were one of the early adopters of video workshops and went on to have other chapters within the Southeast region. Through this chapter, the Southeast region has best practice for chapters to share virtual workshops within a district and across districts. So this year, the Southeast Region Chapter of the Year goes to North Metro Atlanta Chapter 718, led by Roman Tarkovsky. Congratulations. It is an honor well deserved. Now, let me turn this over to the dynamic, incredible Mid-Atlantic region. Joe, the ball is in your court.
Thank you, Kathy, for the introduction. We've experienced much success in the region, which stretching from Pittsburgh, PA to the Atlantic Ocean, from northern New Jersey to Martinsville, Virginia, and on out to Charleston, West Virginia, and everywhere in between. We like to call our region the magnificent Mid-Atlantic region. Let me introduce myself. My name is Joseph Brisby, and I have proudly served as Region Vice President for the past 3 years. Now it's my turn to share a short video of how a SCORE mentor in Central Virginia impacted a fast-growing kombucha business. Roll the clip.
Our SCORE mentor is Steve Cooper, and he's just been an awesome advocate for us when we have questions.
We talked about devising some kind of a spreadsheet which would show actuals as well as what the forecast was for the future.
Just being able to more clearly see metrics within our company has been great.
Since we first started working with Steve, our sales have more than doubled in size, and our team has more than doubled in size.
Well, in 5 to 10 years, I would not be surprised if they're one of the largest companies in the eastern coast that is making kombucha.
When we are ourselves retired from our business, I would love to be able to provide that kind of guidance to others who are, on the entrepreneurial journey.
Yes, our mentors make a difference to small businesses in the region, and in this case, the environment as well. Now I'd like to recognize the Mid-Atlantic's most improved chapter of the year. SCORE Princeton, Chapter 631, is a Mid-Atlantic nominee for Most Improved Chapter of the Year. The Princeton chapter was about to be dissolved 3 years ago. In the past 2 years, new leadership has guided the chapter to new heights. In 2020, the chapter showed positive growth in every matrix, with an NPS score of 94.1, an increase of 23%. Workshop attendees exceeded 2,000. The chapter successfully pivoted to a remote chapter when the pandemic hit without missing a beat. When the New Jersey district needed to merge volunteers and clients from Southern New Jersey chapter, it was Princeton who stood up and took the additional communities. A remarkable turnaround by chapter led by Amelia Garga and his entire chapter team. Congratulations to the Princeton team. I know in 2021, the business community served by the chapter will receive excellent guidance by the team. The magnificent Mid-Atlantic includes many chapters that have gone above and beyond expected services and commitment fostered at SCORE chapter level. At this time, I would like to recognize the Mid-Atlantic Region's District Chapter of the Year nominees. From District 299, New Jersey, Monmouth County, 036. From District 303, Eastern PA, Chester, Delaware County, Chapter 544. From District 304, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Chapter 012. From District 358, Western Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Chapter 007. From District 373, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Chapter 001. And from District 390, West Virginia, Charleston, Chapter 256. Congratulations to all these deserving chapters for their outstanding service and contribution to their clients in representing SCORE. Our region district directors and I gathered to select a single chapter from which this most deserving list to represent the region in the national recognition as Chapter of the Year. Each district director had a vote, but could not vote for their own district representative. We gave each DD 5 minutes to share why their chapter should represent our region. Not an easy decision, and in my estimation, each nominated chapter is deserving of the award. Voting took place with the winner who impressed the DDs with the chapter's most accomplishments this past year. The magnificent Mid-Atlantic Region's Chapter of the Year nominee goes to SCORE, Washington, D.C., Chapter 001. The chapter increased total services by 27.7%, recording 19,842 total services, and is constantly in the top 5 chapters nationally as an annual accomplishment. An NPS score of 91.5 with a volunteer engagement score of 4.52, DC's commitment to I&D has been strong for many years as a balanced chapter with 27.3% minority and 28.2% female membership. Washington, D.C. has often been asked to assist national in testing and collaborating with districts and chapters in new SCORE programs. One SCORE has been alive and well for a long time with this chapter. 7 consecutive years as Platinum Chapter, as numerous members are active in national initiatives such as the Advisory Board, National Women's and Black Committee, and the I&D Council. Bravo and well done, DC. Now let's find out what's the next winners from the Central Region from Bob Kasperzak.
Hi, my name is Bob Kasperzak, and I am honored to serve as the Regional Vice President for the SCORE Central Region. With 7 districts and 36 chapters, our volunteers assist small businesses through all phases of their journey. I would like to share how a craft brewery in East Central Ohio, with help from their SCORE mentors, is contributing to the community's growth.
For us, reaching out to SCORE was really a chance to kind of get another set of eyes and to kind of help guide us through a lot of these conversations that we didn't have any experience with.
They've taken a concept for the craft beer industry to a rural county, created jobs, and they can compete with anybody anywhere.
The entire Licking County area is really having a manufacturing renaissance, like really high-tech manufacturing. And, we're a really proud part of that. We do a different kind of manufacturing, but it is still very much manufacturing, what we do here. And the entire area is being recognized internationally for the educated workforce and the quality of life and the business-first attitude that everybody has out here. And it's really cool to be a part of it.
It's true, our communities are stronger because of all of you, our SCORE volunteers. With that, I would like to recognize a chapter that has shown that they are indeed the 2020 most improved chapter in the Central Region. SCORE Green Bay, Chapter 508, is being recognized today for their significant improvement in serving existing small businesses and entrepreneurs. Under the leadership of Chair Gary Lewins, they experienced total services growth of 60% and a client conversion rate of 92%. With 15 community partners, they have established the chapter as the premier resource for small businesses in the Green Bay community. Congratulations, the chapter's commitment to improving is remarkable. At this time, I want to present the Central Region's 2020 District Chapters of the Year, led by our dedicated district directors, Dave Moskey, Ed Lichtenstein, Russ Latham, Tom Bender, and Bill Petrovic. Chapters being honored are Decatur, Illinois, with Chair Becky Hamilton, Southeast Michigan with Chair Donna Hover, Cleveland with co-chairs Carlos Sarubin and Bob Cohen, Indianapolis with Chair Steve Click, Madison, Wisconsin with Chair Mike George, and Columbus, Ohio with Chair Randy Zipfel. Through the efforts of the volunteers in each of these chapters, SCORE has responded to the changing needs of our clients through a very difficult year. Congratulations to all of these chapters for their commitment to small businesses in their communities. There is one chapter and their leadership team that deserves special recognition. With a client conversion rate of over 95%, they grew their total services by 106%, while their NPS and client engagement survey scores increased simultaneously. With 64 active and committed community partners, they were able to serve the growing needs of small businesses across the 130-mile width of their served area. It is my pleasure to present the first ever Central Region Chapter of the Year to SCORE Cleveland Chapter 30. Congratulations to co-chairs Carlos Cherubin and Bob Cohen, and to all of the SCORE Cleveland volunteers. And last but not least, let's see the accomplishments from the Midwest region and my colleague, Regional Vice President Ray Berger.
Hi, my name is Ray Berger, and I'm the new Regional Vice President for the Midwest. And it's my pleasure to be here today virtually with you. The small businesses in our region not only represent the diverse community we serve, but the true American dream. Our SCORE mentors are helping clients from the ground up. Here's a video from a small business based out of St. Louis, where SCORE mentored a small manufacturing enterprise.
I didn't know how to formulate a business plan. I didn't know about financials. Going to SCORE and speaking with a mentor there, he really gave me some insight and background on how to start a business.
Yoshika's product fits the St. Louis economy as it is right now, which is investing in small entrepreneurs to generate jobs.
To other businesses that are starting manufacturing, I would highly suggest get a mentor, because manufacturing, it's a big deal with labeling and product sales. You want to know your basics, and you can overcome your obstacles. Those difficult, challenging times in life, it's only a moment, and you can be great.
She's absolutely right. And with the help of mentors like you, new entrepreneurs have the chance to be great. Now I'd like to dive right in with the last regional Most Improved Chapter of the Year award. SCORE Southwest Missouri Springfield, Chapter 61, is being recognized today for reinventing themselves, becoming a key player in the Missouri State University Economic Development offices. They have created an annual women's conference that has raised their community profile and attracted a new volunteer base that is 36% female and 13.5% minority. The chapter services grew 28% on top of 50% in 2019. Congratulations, Bob Headley and your team, and we so look forward to the future of your chapter. And last but not least, I'm so delighted to recognize our continuously committed district directors in our region. Iowa's Tom Trone, Nebraska's Gene Knapp, North Dakota's Del Carver, and Minnesota's Kimberly Alwyn. These folks have selected the following district chapters of the year: SCORE Kansas City, SCORE Quad Cities, SCORE Nebraska Route 81, and SCORE Grand Forks. Congratulations to all these chapters. And as we've seen through the rest of the country, SCORE has a few chapters that truly show an environment of success. In our region, we have one chapter that has increased its services 66%, serving 7,600 clients and becoming the 15th largest in SCORE. This chapter has received the Platinum Award 7 years running and has also received the National Diversity Award for achieving 40% female volunteers. They have developed a successful outreach program with the Black business community, partnering with the FDIC and the SBA. This year, I am proud to recognize SCORE Kansas City, Chapter 19. In 2020, led by Karen Felsch and Ed Reeves as the Midwest Regional Chapter of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you to our dedicated RVPs for recognizing the tremendous efforts taking place in your local communities. I am continuously impressed by all of you, our volunteers, for freely giving your time, energy, and knowledge to help others. You are crucial to the continued success of SCORE's mission. But without further ado, I would like to present the 2021 National Most Improved Chapter of the Year. The award goes to Fort Worth SCORE, Chapter 120, led by Chapter Chair Bob Sifferman. Last year, the Fort Worth chapter grew the number of unique clients by over 22% and grew total services by over 54%, all while having an NPS score of 91.45. They also had a client engagement index of 4.29 and a volunteer engagement index of 4.36. Congratulations. We are all very proud of the accomplishments that you have achieved and look forward to what your future holds. Now, it is time you have all been patiently waiting for: the announcement of this year's National Chapter of the Year. This chapter has grown their workshop attendees by almost 35% and total services by 28% to almost 20,000, all while having an NPS score of 91.52. They have a client engagement index of 4.34 and a volunteer engagement index of 4.52. This chapter and this success goes far beyond the metrics, though. They are continually focused on adding new members to serve their growing demand. Volunteer performance and recognition is a regular and consistent component of chapter meetings and events. They also focus on sharing information about the opportunities to assist the chapter in a variety of roles in order to share the important functions of the chapter. They also are committed to continually building the level of engagement of all of their volunteers. And as you know, great chapters have great leaders. This chapter has an outstanding succession planning process that ensures that the future chapter leadership is always prepared to continue their efforts that lead to long-term success. This chapter is also highly proactive in growing their engagement with community partners. These relationships have contributed to the growth of their events and the number of clients seeking help. This effort also contributes to their ability to raise funds that helps to keep the momentum going. This chapter is the definition of one SCORE. They are one of the most active chapters helping other chapters, no matter what the need or where they are located. They have also made themselves available on a consistent basis to help our headquarters staff by sharing their expertise, talents, and time. It is my great pleasure to announce Washington, D.C., Chapter 001 as the 2021 SCORE National Chapter of the Year. Here to accept the award on behalf of the chapter is the current chair, Marianne Zalestra, and last year's chapter chair, Gary Salisbury. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. I'm thrilled to accept this award on behalf of the members of the DC chapter. It truly takes a village, and our volunteers are extremely dedicated and hardworking. The accomplishments that resulted in this recognition took place under the leadership of my predecessor, Gary Salisbury.
Thank you, Marianne. I had the honor of leading our chapter for the last 2 years, passing the leadership reins to Marianne on the 1st of October. As I reflect on 2020, I'm most proud of our chapter volunteers. Whether mentoring, developing and moderating webinars, leading and executing committee responsibilities, or general volunteering, we have a first-rate team. The chapter's response to the pandemic was a transformative event. 100% of our mentors shifted from face-to-face to virtual mentoring. Our workshop team converted to an all-virtual environment, and our outreach team continued to engage with many of our partners around the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. The result was that 2020 was our best year ever in providing client services. I'm honored to represent the nearly 100 men and women of our chapter during today's recognition ceremony. Ed, Doug, Joe, and Bridget, thank you for your significant leadership and for this significant recognition of our team.
What a wonderful celebration we have had here tonight. Tonight was a real testament to one of the core values, that our client success is our success. I personally found it very inspiring to celebrate some of the chapters and individuals who have contributed to that success, and I hope you did too. You will see a list of many of our past winners, as well as this year's Diamond and Platinum winners at the end of the program here. Reach out to them. Continue to learn from each other. Congratulations to our Washington, D.C. Chapter of the Year, and to Fort Worth, our most improved chapter. The good work these chapters have done is symbolic of the success each of you have every day in helping SCORE to fulfill our mission of fostering vibrant small business communities through mentoring and education. Whether or not you received special recognition tonight, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of every person here, as well as those who could not attend. You are the heart and soul of this organization. Your generosity in sharing your wisdom and expertise with our clients is the reason we have had such a positive impact over the years. In our 56 years of operation, we have helped more than 11 million entrepreneurs to achieve their dreams, and there are many more who need our help. Please keep doing what you're doing. And by that, I mean serving our clients and working with your fellow volunteers with the talent, passion, and focus that you are known for. In return, I give you our commitment to continue making SCORE a better place for you to volunteer. It is my privilege to stand beside you and to aid in your efforts to make a difference in all of our communities. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.